Radio check.
Watkins Glen.
Microphone activated.
Pit lane speed limit is 64 kilometers per hour. Your exit is clear. Watch the white line. Okay, Dennis, we've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate. The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 37 Celsius. There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors. Cold tyres all round. The leader has just done a 1:13.38. The leader has just done a 1:13.06. The leader's just done a 1:12.73. New fastest lap for Iolans, 1:12.34. P13. That's the end of the session. P18. '18th. Okay, Dennis, we expect to do well here. Our target is to finish around P10. This is a rolling start. We need to follow car number 15 in the left column. Safety car speed is 96 kilometers per hour. Catch up to car number 15. We need to catch up to car number 15. Okay, Dennis, here we go. Floor it, green, green, green. You're on the left, 3 wide. Still there. 3 wide, you're on the left. Right side's clear. Car left. Clear left. Fucking excellent start, well done. There's an incident in the outer loop. It looks like it's Edgar. Yellow flag. Car left. On your left. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. Fourteenth. All right, Dennis, the next on your right. You're still there. Still there. Right side's clear. We've been warned about track limits. Right side. You're on the left, 3 wide. Clear right, meet car right. Clear right, car right. Clear right. The leader has just done a 111.80. Left side. 3 wide, you're on the right. Clear left, V14. Good stuff, keep it coming. Okay, Dennis, ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. That's a new fastest lap for Martinez, 111.70. Left side, clear left. Car left. Hold your line. East, clear left. That last lap was a 113.41. That's your best lap in this session. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. The car in front is Ishmael, car number 27, C licence, and their rating is 1.6. The pit window for refueling should open about lap 60. It'll close on lap 35. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. The gap to Hawley behind is increasing. It's now 0.7. Sector 2 is 0.45 off the pace. The gap behind is now 0.9. Thirteenth place. You've just done a 113.36. That's your best lap in this session. The gap to Hawley behind is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds. The gap to Hawley behind is now 0.9. The car in front of us is now Jackson, car number 15, B licence, and their rating is 1.8. The gap behind is now 0.9. The gap behind is now 0.9. That was at 1:13.16. That's your quickest lap. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. The gap to Hawley behind is now 1.1 seconds. The gap to Hawley behind is now 1.2 seconds. The gap in front is now 1.1 seconds. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Okay Dennis, you're reeling, P12 in, the gap is now 0.9. The lap time was at 1:13.24, sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. The gap in front is now 0.9. The gap to V12 ahead is now 1.1 seconds. The gap to Jackson in front is now 1.0. You're reeling, Jackson in, the gap's now 0.9. Alright Dennis, lap times are pretty consistent, P13. That lap was at 1:13.21, sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. The gap ahead is now 1.1 seconds. The gap to V12 ahead is now 1.1 seconds. The gap in front is now 0.8.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Gap to Jackson ahead is now 0.9.
The immersion factor is just insane.
That was at 1:13.45. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.28 off the pace. The gap to Jackson ahead is now 0.7. Sector 1 is 0.47 off the pace. You reel in Jackson in. The gap is 0.7. You reel in Jackson in. The gap's now 0.6. Car right. Clear right. Okay, Dennis, the next car is Ishmael, car number 27, C license, and their rating is 1.6. Focus on the exits, we can go faster here. P12, that was a 113.11. Good lap, that's your quickest today.
It's doable. It's obviously it's better on a set of load cell pedals, but it's doable on pretty much anything.
Sector 1 is 0.50 off the pace. Ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits. Gap to Jackson behind is now 0.9.
Yeah, I mean, iRacing is expensive for the subscription, and then you've got to buy each car and each track. So
the gap behind is now 0.6. Your last lap time was at 113.27. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. The gap to Jackson behind is now 0.7. Don't be intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it. Let's see how wide you can make this thing.
Most of them do, I think, yeah.
Okay, Dennis, don't be intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it. That lap was
I started with
13.26. Sector 2 is
3 months from a
0.7
discount
off the
code,
pace.
and then I've done 2 years ever since.
The gap to B13 behind is now 1.1 seconds. The gap to 13th place behind is increasing. It's now 1.2 seconds. You have 6 incident points. The gap to Jackson behind is increasing. It's now 1.3 seconds.
Yeah, that would be a smart
The
thing
front
to do.
is now
And
1.2
it's
seconds.
a couple of months away.
The gap behind is now 1.2.
Yeah.
B12.
I know that Boosted Media always does
The gap ahead is now
post
1.1.
putting all of the Sim Racing Black Friday deals together. So if you're gonna wait around that time, I would definitely check that out.
The gap to P11 in front is now 1.0. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. The gap to P11 in front is now 1.0 seconds. You've just done a 1:13.22. Lap times are pretty consistent. The gap to Ishmael ahead is now 1.0. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. The gap to P11 ahead is now 0.6. Incident in the outer loop. It looks like Neil. Alright Dennis, you're reeling P11 in. The gap is 0.6. Left side. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Clear left. Fan-fucking-tastic. Now keep pushing. P11. Your lap time was 1:13.27. The guy ahead is Jonathan, car number 19, and their rating is 1.7. The gap to Ishmael behind is increasing. It's now 0.8. Okay, Dennis, the pit window is now open. The gap to P12 behind is increasing. It's now 1.1. That lap time was 1:13.17. The gap to P12 behind is now 1.1. The gap to Ishmael behind is now 1.1 seconds. The gap behind is now 1.1 seconds. Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace. Okay Dennis, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. You're reeling, 10th position. In. The gap is now 1.3 seconds. You've just done a 1:12.76. Good lap, that's your best in the session. The gap to P10 ahead is now 1.1 seconds. The gap to Jonathan ahead is now 1.1 seconds. Gap to 10th position. In front is now 0.9. Sector 2 is 0.30 off the pace. Okay Dennis, you're reeling Jonathan in. The gap is 0.7. He's pretty slow through the inner loop. That lap time was 1:12.93. Sector 1 is 0.38 off the pace. You're reeling Jonathan in. The gap's now 0.5. Gap to Jonathan ahead is now 0.8. The car ahead is a lap behind. Car left. Clear left. You have 7 incident points. P11. Right side's clear. Car right. Clear right. Okay Dennis, you've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. You'll need to give back the time gained. Stay close. Come on, nail him already. Keep him in your sights, force the mistake. Stay on him, there'll be a chance. Stick with him, keep him under pressure. They're slower than us through the inner loop. Car right. Right side's clear. P10, that lap was at 1:13.70. Okay Dennis, the next car is Raw, car number 26, and their rating is 1.6. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sector 1 is 0.47 off the pace. The gap to Jackson behind is increasing. It's now 0.8. The gap to P11 behind is now 1.0 seconds. Sector 2 is 0.35 off the pace. The gap to Jackson behind is now 0.8. The lap time was at 1:13.13. Sector 1 is 0.47 off the pace. Alright Dennis, you're reeling, roll in. The gap is now 0.8. You're reeling, roll in. The gap is now 0.7.
Thank you for that coming up.
The gap to roll ahead is now 0.9. There's an incident in turn 2. You think it might be Kiki? Stay on it, keep digging. E9. That lap was at 1:12.94. You're reeling, roll in. The gap is 0.6. Sector 1 is 0.46 off the pace. The gap to roll in front is now 0.7. On your right, clear right. That's half distance, should be about 12 laps of fuel remaining. That lap was at 1:13.22. Sector 1 is 0.46 off the pace.
Thank you, I think.
Sector 1 is 0.42 off the pace.
Oh, save it, brother!
Okay, Dennis, this bastard's holding you up. You've got to find a way past. Yellow flag, caution. Left side,
Good day back at 20.
clear left. Seventh position. You've just done a 1:13.75. The car in front is Alex Jar, car number 30. C license, and their rating is 1.6. Sector 1 is 0.26 off the pace. The gap to P8 behind is now 0.8.
Hey.
The gap to Royal behind is now 1.0. The next car is 1 lap behind. The gap to P8 behind is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds. That was 112.86. The gap to 8th place behind is increasing. It's now 1.4 seconds. The gap to Raw behind is increasing. It's now 1.6 seconds. The gap to Alex Jar in front is now 1.7 seconds. The gap to Alex Jar ahead is now 1.7. Your last lap time was at 1:13.13. The gap to Alex Jar ahead is now 1.8 seconds. Sector 1 is 0.49 off the pace. The gap ahead is now 1.9 seconds.
Hey. Hey. Thank you.
The gap to E6 ahead is now 1.6. Right side. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear right. That was a 113.52. Left side. Clear left. Okay, Dennis, the next car is McNamara, car number 32, and their rating is 1.6. The gap to Alex Jar behind is increasing. It's now 0.9. You want to watch your water temperature. It's looking a little high. You're a tenth off the pace in sector 2. The gap to Alex Jar behind is now 1.0. Sixth place. That last lap was at 113.16. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. The gap behind is now 1.0. The gap to Alex Jar behind is now 0.9. The gap behind is now 1.3. The gap to
You guys are gonna
7
take tires?
behind is increasing. It's now 1.4. You've just done a 113.18.
Ooh.
The gap to Alex Jar behind is now 1.3. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. The gap to Alex Jar behind is now 1.0. The guy in front is 1 lap behind.
Steer me.
There's an incident in the outer loop. It looks like it's Alex Jar. Well done, Dennis. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. P5. The guy in front is Patterson, car number 28. C license, and their rating is 1.6. Car left, clear left. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. You're the man, stay on it. P3. Alright Dennis, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left. Your lap time was 1:13.20. The driver in front of us is a lap behind. The gap to Jackson behind is now 3.3. The gap to Jackson behind is increasing. It's now 4.3 seconds. Three laps of fuel remaining. That lap time was 1:12.86. That's good consistency. Keep it up. The gap to Roll behind is now 5.4. Patterson ahead is pitting. like this. Keep doing it to P2. Only 2 laps of fuel left. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3. You've just done a 1:13.10. The leader, Martinez, is pitting. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. The gap behind is now 6.2 seconds. Sector 2's 2/10 off the pace. The gap to P3 behind is increasing. It's now 6.4. We think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap. That lap time was 1:12.66. Good lap. That's your quickest so far. Raw behind is pitting. Okay, Dennis. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap. Two litres remaining. The gap to P3 behind is now 12 seconds. The guy in front is 2 laps behind.
Sorry, Ryan. You're okay, dude. I'm a lap down. No worries. I'm sorry. I was trying to get my slowdown done. You're good.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Front left 81%, left rear 88. There's traffic behind, take care. Car left. Clear left. Your left rear is hot. Your front tyres are far too hot. The car ahead is McNamara, car number 32, and their rating is 1.6. The gap in front is now 0.7. P6.
Hey, I'm doing that. Thank you, gentlemen.
The gap in front is now 0.9.
Take it.
The gap in front is now 0.8. You've just done a 112.87. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Okay, Dennis, you're reeling P5. In. The gap's now 0.6. He's slow through turn 1. You're reeling P5 in. The gap is 0.41. Keep piling on the pressure, he'll make a mistake. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Go on, keep pressing him, force that mistake.
Hey, Alec, I have a question for you.
Hey, Calvin, what's your question, brother?
You've just done a 113.45.
How you doing?
Okay, Dennis, you need to pass this twat.
Oh,
You're
I'm
wasting
doing
too
pretty
much
good. How
time.
about yourself?
Turning right and left, Alec Block.
Keep putting
I'll take
pressure
that
on,
notepad
force the mistake.
file.
I love these trucks. I wish these cars would suck.
I'm disappointed in you though, Alex.
Stay
You're
close,
not in the
see if we
daily
can
order.
settle him.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. They sort of call me Gaelic or Genius, so I was like, I gotta run the Chevy. Plus being a college friend, I guess I kind of get my loyalty to Chevy, right?
Come on, man.
Also,
send it already.
Yusuf Ghali is begging me to tell you thank you for his, some scheme.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3. That last lap was at 113.58.
Sorry, I was at a bus stop.
Okay, Dennis,
he's very
keep
well.
piling on the
Bye,
pressure.
Mike.
He'll make a mistake. B6. Sector 1 is 0.45 off the pace. Come on, pass him already.
Go blue.
Car right. Clear right. It's showing the meatball flag. We'll need to come
That's
into the pits
right.
for repairs.
Sorry, Yuri.
The next car is Royal, car number 26, and their rating is 1.6. Shit, Dennis. Restart it, get the clutch in next time. The guy behind has just done a 112.56. The guy in front is Pardo, car number 21, C license, and their rating is 1.7.